Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome you all to learn Chinese language with Chinese language made easy. I'm Muhammad Shahid, and today I will discuss yet another interesting topic about Chinese characters. Before I start the lecture, I will try to tell you a few things, and this is about the explanation in this lecture that whatever I try to explain in this lecture is basically these references are taken from books which I study personally for learning these Chinese characters, the origin of these Chinese characters, and some are my own developed interpretations because I am associated with learning Chinese language for the past 3 years. So you will find it very interesting. Let's just get started with our lecture. So do you think that learning the Chinese characters are boring? Well, I would answer it with a big no. And why it is so, you will just get to know this in the next few minutes. So, do you know the character for saying you in Chinese language is ni. This is called you in Chinese language in addressing a person by calling him with you. So these Chinese characters become a headache for the foreigners when they started learning Chinese, because they try to think that what are these signs. So first of all, the most important thing about learning this Chinese characters is to know the names of the stroke. When you master it, then you try to know the writing order of these strokes. So these are the two important steps which I brought for you in this lecture. And this character ni consists of 7 strokes and the writing order of these strokes, and I will also tell you the names of these strokes. So the first one, this one is known as pie, okay, a left falling stroke. Then it is a vertical stroke, shu. Then this is again pie, left falling stroke, okay. Then this is a horizontal hook. Some people call it heng gao or heng pie, okay. Then writing this one is okay a vertical hook, and it is known as shu go. This one is again pie, and this one is dian dot. So you now know that how a Chinese character is made of these strokes and what is the writing order of these strokes. So let's just proceed ahead. And do you know the polite form of you is this, and why it is different from that one, and why it is okay? I will tell you that this form of you is a polite way of calling someone you, and why it is polite I will tell you now. You studied this one previously, that this is known as ni, and it is added with another character xin. Xin means heart. So this you is backed by a heart, which show a sign of respect, more respectable way of calling you to someone, and it is basically called to people who are senior to you, or who are elder to you, or who are older in the society. So you call them nin. Nin means you, okay, with a second tone. And why it is a respected form of you? Because this you is added with the emotions of a heart, and whenever heart comes in between, the emotions get in its improved form. So this nin is backed by a heart. This you is backed by a heart with the emotions of a heart, and this is why this is a respected version of saying you to someone, calling them you. Okay, let's proceed and get to know about more characters. Do you know this character If you don't know, I will tell you that this character is known as Mei. Mei means beautiful. The book from which I took this character and the story that I'm telling you about this character is that this character is made of two characters basically. The first one is with the second tone yang, 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 yang. Yang means a sheep, okay, a sheep, but it is not a small sheep. They are talking about a ta. Ta means big. So it is a big sheep. It is a big sheep. So the book says that thousands of years ago, a big sheep was considered as tasty and beautiful in China. So that is why they call this character is Mei, and nowadays they use it in America to call it to America is 美国means beautiful country. So America is a beautiful country, and this is the origin of this character. Let's proceed ahead and get to know about some more words, and this one is 喝 means to drink, and it is also made of some characters. The first one is 狗 a wide open mouth, and the next one is 热 means sun or day, and the next interesting character is 盖. So its own meaning is like beggar, but here you can see that a person is enclosed in an enclosure and he is under the severe heat of a sun. So he basically demands for, he's basically, when you come under the heat of sun, you basically get thirsty and you want some water. So this is how these are interlinked with each other. So you can now get that how this character becomes interesting for you to remember, not only to remember but to practice it repeatedly. So you now know the origin of this character. When you try to practice it, you will never forget that how I would write this character. Okay, so this is a little history of this character. Next one is this phrase that ta jia. Here the jia means a home, but家庭means family, and this one is 好 means good. So 大家好means hello everybody. So ta means big, jia means home, but here we call it big. Here we call it family, and hao means good, big family, good. So it is like addressed to a crowd or something like that, who you want to be familiar with, or who you already be familiar with, like addressing students, addressing some a crowd. So you call them 大家好, means that big family, good, which is said for saying hello everybody. So this was my own interpretation about this character, hello, or big family, good, or hello everybody. So guys, this was all for today. I hope that you would have learned a lot of things from this lecture today. If you like this lecture, do like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram, and do not forget to subscribe us on YouTube. So this will be very encouraging for us to to bring an improved form of lectures for you people, and to get you enlightened with the interesting history of Chinese language. So till then, I wish you best of luck in learning Chinese, and specifically Chinese characters, and keep me in your prayers, and I will get back to you with much more interesting information related to Chinese characters and the Chinese characters history, so that you would have an improved knowledge and about these Chinese characters. Till then, see you and 再见.